how's it going? I'm the Sims Geek and welcome back to my channel. And today, as you can probably tell, by what you're seeing in the title, I'm doing another speed build. This time it's in Newcrest. So I'm just trying to basically build every single lot in this world and just make it a functioning town. I had previously done that like a few years back, and I'm not gonna lie, the world was looking pretty damn good. Unfortunately, I lost the save file that I had, and I also didn't really record any of the builds because I played this like a few years ago, like 2 years ago, and I didn't record anything. So yeah, I don't really have any of that footage. I'm a bit sad that I don't have that sound with me, but life's like that. So I just ended up uninstalling the game and deleting all the files that I had. I don't know why I did that, but I just did. So yeah, I on this world in particular, I want to make the houses look kind of similar. So I want to make them all look fairly similar to each other. I just like that. I just like seeing like in real life. I just like seeing neighborhoods with houses that look fairly similar to each other. I'm not sure if you guys ever been to the UK or if you're from the UK, but the UK houses are really similar. Like honestly, I just love going to like a middle class neighborhood and just looking at the houses because everything just looks so nice and so well put together, and that's the kind of the goal that I want to do with this world. And I've actually built 2 houses in this world so far. I built this one and I built the one on the lot next to this one, but I kind of cheated a little bit because the lots I think they're about the same size. So yeah, they're absolutely tiny. So there's not really that much stuff you can do with them. So I ended up copying the houses. So this house is the house that's next to it, which you can't really see yet because I only built it on the following day. Are the exact same, but it's just like structure wise because I did a different interior, a different backyard, a different landscaping. So it's just the structure that looks the same. And I promise that's the only time that I'm actually going to do that, but I couldn't resist it. That was just the easy way out for me, because I was lacking some imagination, so I couldn't really think of something cool to do with it. So again, I just copied the exact same house. But in my defense, the house is pretty good looking, so it looks good. Something else, I've never really recorded myself playing games before, so I wasn't too sure on what software to use. So I ended up using the one that comes with Windows 10, which is the one that it's called the Xbox something. So I ended up using that one. And it was, I was playing the game, I was doing the build, not on this one, I used the Windows 10 one on the first build, so it's on the first video that I ever published on this channel. And if you look back on that video, you'll see, I even talked about it on the video, you'll see that the quality is amazing sometimes, but other times it just gets really blurry and you can barely tell what I'm doing. I mean, you can still kind of see what I'm doing. That's why I didn't record it again, because I'm lazy. But yeah, you can still kind of see what I'm doing, but it just gets way too blurry. And I went into the settings to see if there was something wrong that I was doing, and when I checked, there was nothing really different that I could change there. So I ended up just Googling it, and I realized that there's a lot of people with the same problem who are using that program. So yeah, I just had to find a new one. So I Googled something else to record my screen, and I found this app, this software. It's called Fraps, like FRAPS, I believe, and I just call it Fraps. And it's it's got amazing quality. That's the one that I used to record this speed build, and it's got amazing quality. I barely had any lag, which was pretty good. And I was pretty happy with it until I clicked on properties and realized how big the file was. So Fraps recorded in a really good quality and barely had any lag again, but the file was 134 gigabytes. And 134 gigabytes is just way too much, and my computer just wasn't going to handle that, because I even tried to put that in my editing software. There was nothing I can do with it. Like honestly, my computer just refused to work with that, just kept crashing. So I had to download another software I mean, and it's called Handbrake, I believe, and that's an amazing software. I got the file in there, and it went from 134 gigs to just a little over 1 gig, and it barely lost any quality. The thing is, it took it about 3 hours for my computer to finish exporting it, which is again just way too much time. So I just had to find a new software to do it. So I ended up going online again, and I found this different one. It's called Bandicam or Banditcam. I'm not too sure really. And yeah, that's the one that I'm currently using. That's the one that I used to record the LP and the other house that's next to this one. So yeah, that's the one that I'm going to be using from now on. The files are about like 1 gig for a half an hour clip, which is not too bad. It's still a little big, but again, not too bad. I can work with that. But it is a little laggy when I'm playing. So that's something that I'll need to figure out in the future. My computer's pretty old. Like my computer's, I think it's like from 2013, something like that. It's pretty old. It's like 6 or 7 years old now. I can play The Sims like without any lag if I'm not recording, but if I'm recording, it just gets a little too laggy sometimes. So yeah, I'll just have to figure something out. For now, I'm just gonna keep doing it like that. Just you guys tell me if it's extremely bad. I don't think it is, but I just want to hear you out and see your opinion on it. So yeah, something else that I realized quite recently is that I've never done this before, so I didn't know how hard it was to find stuff to say when you're doing this voiceovers, because I don't like when I'm watching a YouTube video and I just see a speed build and there's no one talking in the background, or there's just like this really relaxing music in the background. I just find it a bit boring. Don't get me wrong, usually the people who do that are really, really good builders and they build a lot better than me. But I just don't like watching it too much because they're just a little boring. I'm not saying that me speaking isn't boring, because I know I'm boring AF, but at least there's something different that you guys can hear besides just some lame ass music. I mean, if you guys want me to do that, just let me know and I'll put some music in the background. It's easier for me, and if you guys prefer it, I don't mind it. But I do like just talking to myself while watching my speed. I just find it a bit funny, let's say, let's put it that way. And at least I'm training my English, I guess, because if you couldn't tell, I'm pretty sure you could tell, I'm not a native English speaker, so I do sound a bit funny from time to time, and I do struggle sometimes to say some words, but overall I think you can, I think it's understandable. I think you can understand me pretty well. So now I'm just finishing off the build. I'm just doing this little office area, which ended up looking really nice. I wasn't expecting it. So I just got this black and yellow theme going on, which again, I'm not going to lie, I was pretty proud of it by the end. I'm going to put an easel there on the corner. I'm just going to put this black and yellow carpet there. Again, amazing. The result was pretty good, I'm not going to lie. And now I'm just going to move on to the backyard, I believe. Just putting some curtains up. The backyard. I ended up just going with, the house, the lot is really small, so I couldn't really put that much stuff in it. So I ended up just going with this little barbecue area and a little table with some chairs and a little fire pit as well. I don't know why someone would have a fire pit in their own backyard, but it fit that space pretty nice, pretty well. See what I mean? Sometimes I just can't really speak. I say words that I know in my head that don't really make sense. I know I'm not conjugating the verb in the right way, but for some reason, I still say it. It's not. I should think before speaking, but I can't really do that. I don't know why. I just don't know. But yeah, guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. All right, bye, guys.